6:15. All right, it's time now for our It's Electric segment with Lou Norman of Enormous Mobile Specialties on Buffalo Road in Harbor Creek. And he's here to talk today about unqualified people working on our vehicles. And Lou, I'm sure you and so many of you out there watching say, I got a guy who could fix this or this. But you're saying if you got a problem, take it to the tech specialist.
Sure. And we'll get stories all the time. Like we'll get a story. Oh well, my Uncle Joe said he could help me. So he got on the vehicle, and it is really best unless you know somebody is really qualified to really leave it to the professionals. And that leads me to a story. I had a gentleman that had a pickup truck, and his truck wasn't running, so he wanted to get it fixed, but he wanted to save money because he knows to take it to a shop. You hear those hourly fees, and you go, oh, geez, I don't know. So he had somebody help him. So what did they do? We'll go to the next picture here. And what they did is they took one of those little devices that reads the computer in the vehicle. It kind of gives you an idea of what might be going wrong. And in the next picture here, we'll kind of give you an idea. It's a scanner. You can buy these at like AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts, and it kind of tells you what the truck or the vehicle might be seeing, but doesn't tell you exactly what's wrong. It's not always that easy. So it came up with something about the fuel pump. Okay, so it might have said fuel pump circuit something, but they saw fuel pump. So what did they do? They replaced the fuel pump. Now replacing a fuel pump is not cheap, so they did that. Well, it did not solve the problem. So they replaced the fuel pump module or the fuel pump computer. That's what works the fuel pump. Well, that'll fix it, right? That didn't fix it either. So next step. Well, let's replace the fuse box. So they replaced the fuse box in the truck. It did not fix the problem. So they brought the vehicle to us. We read the codes and said something with the fuel pump circuit. So we checked the circuit and found there was a wire that after about 100,000 miles, this wire got chafed and this wire was broke, and that was the problem. So we had it fixed in just a couple of hours. So they had spent probably close to, by the time they're all said and done, they had spent $1,000.
Oh my.
But with us, they only spent about $300. So to go to a professional, we know what we're looking for, we'll go in there, we'll get it fixed. Oh, something else on this story. After we fixed it, about a year later, the guy comes back and goes, got the problem again. And we're like, what's wrong? He goes, my truck's not starting. He goes, I think it's my fuel pump. And it was his fuel pump because he put a cheap fuel pump in instead of putting in a high quality fuel pump. So these are the things that can happen with a vehicle that you just never think of. So I love telling the stories. So
pays to go to the experts.
Sure. And if people have more questions about our shop or what we can do for you, check out our website, enormous.net, enormis.net, or give us a call at 814-899-8885. We are there till 6 o'clock tonight. See what we can do for you.
Back in the morning as well. All right,
Sounds
Lou,
good.
thanks so much.